Midnight in Geneva. Ari Ben-Menashe sits in a shadowy hotel bar, swirling his drink as whispers flood the room. He knows secrets, the kind that twist history and unravel governments. Deals struck in silence, a dangerous dance between Israel, the U.S., and Iran. But something bigger looms, a covert plot to delay hostage freedom and profit heavily from war. What really happened behind the October surprise? And why was millions of dollars involved in a secret chain of arms deals? Let's crank the clock back to the early 1980s, where diplomatic handshakes disguise another game, one of covert arms trades and hostage politics, layered with betrayals you won't believe. Ari Ben-Menashe was personally involved in a covert transfer of $52 million to Iran, a partial payoff linked to the infamous October surprise. This wasn't just money moving hands. It was cash fueling a secret deal to delay releasing American hostages. In cold vaults and backdoor rooms, Ari worked as a broker connecting Israel, Iran, and shady financiers like Robert Maxwell, weaving a complicated web few dared to glance at. Think of the arms trade like a black market bazaar in the dark. Everything trades in whispers and trust is a currency scarcer than gold. The secret mechanism was simple yet deadly. States and private agents manipulate weapons as high-stakes chess pieces, forcing enemies and allies alike into unpredictable moves. This clandestine flow was less about military strategy, more about raw profit and influence, bending wars to whoever held the strings. This secret cash pipeline fundamentally warped politics, turning negotiations into business deals where human lives became collateral currency. Wars didn't just erupt, they were bankrolled to feed profits of powerful players. Suddenly, diplomacy was overshadowed by profit margins, and alliances were less about loyalty, more about lucrative returns. It's a harsh reminder that sometimes the biggest winners in war might not be on any battlefield. Now meet Robert Maxwell, media titan turned sleazy arms broker. His empire wasn't just newspapers. It was a covert pipeline funneling weapons and cash into the hands no one dared trace. Maxwell wasn't just shady. He was a master of disguise, blending arms trafficking with his vast publishing empire. His newspapers gave him a perfect cover for shadowy meetings and fund transfers across borders. Ari describes clandestine trips arranging deals that Maxwell's front companies facilitated, moving weapons into conflict zones while spinning false narratives to the public. It's an espionage novel, but real life and terrifyingly true. Imagine a chess player who uses the audience's attention as camouflage. That's Maxwell using media power. His newspapers weren't just news, they were smokescreens, masking arms deals and laundering profits. This technique shows how information and deception merge. The medium isn't just the message, it's the shield. Control the story, control the secrets. But Maxwell's reckoning came hard and fast. When the curtain lifted, questions about his murky empire spiked suspicions, culminating in his mysterious death in 1991. His exposure showed how even the mightiest can fall when shadows grow too thick, revealing that media power combined with covert war profits is a volatile and dangerous mix that courts catastrophe. The October Surprise, a chilling political thriller where delayed hostage freedom and covert deals intersect, revealing how war profits influenced American elections and foreign policy. Ari's insider view lays bare secret negotiations between Israel, the Reagan campaign, and Iran that delayed the release of American hostages until after the 1980 presidential election. This clandestine deal ensured political benefit at the cost of American lives, orchestrated in shadowy meetings far from public view. The famous October surprise wasn't a rumor. It was a strategic manipulation with global ramifications. Picture a poker game with human lives as bets and political power as the pot. The delay wasn't accidental. It was a calculated move to swing votes. Behind closed doors, diplomacy turned to deception, showing the brutal calculus where democratic processes overlap with covert agendas. This delay changed the course of a presidency and resumed a dangerous stalemate in the Middle East. What's stunning is how profit and political warfare fed each other. Those who brokered arms deals gained enormous wealth and influence, ensuring the war machine kept turning. Wars, elections, and profits became intertwined, a tangled web few see, but everyone is caught in. This secret network shows how business interests shape historical outcomes, often far from the public's eye. Back in that Geneva bar, Ari's story closes the loop. The October surprise wasn't just a rumor, but a shadow war fueled by secret money and deadly deals. War profits blurred the lines between enemies and allies, turning politics into a shadowy marketplace. Next time you hear about global crises, ask, who's making the real profit? Try this, question what's presented as just politics. The truth is often traded in whispers. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.